Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool agree Ibrahima Konate swap deal for €100 million Real Madrid superstar. Liverpool are ready to send Ibrahima Konate to Real Madrid to sign one of their best players, according to a report in the Spanish media, as the defender's stance on leaving Anfield in the summer transfer window is revealed. Madrid and Liverpool are two of the biggest clubs in the world, and both have been very active in the summer transfer window. Madrid, who appointed Xabi Alonso as Carlo Ancelotti's replacement as the manager at the end of last season, have signed Dean Huijsen and Trent Alexander-Arnold, with Franco Mastantuono to link up with Los Blancos squad in August when he turns 18. Liverpool, who won the Premier League title in the 2024 out of 25 campaign in Arne Slot's first season in charge, have secured the services of Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Armik Pesce and Freddie Woodman this season, with Georgi Mamardashvili also linking up with the Reds. The Premier League champions, though, are not done yet, with the Reds also looking for a new striker and a new winger. With Bayern Munich keen on Diaz, who has reportedly agreed on personal terms with the Bundesliga champions, Liverpool are on the hunt for a new left-sided attacker. Rodrigo is a player that Liverpool like, with the Brazil international willing to leave Madrid this summer so that he can play on his favoured left wing. According to Defensa Central, a Real Madrid-centric news outlet, Liverpool have hatched a very clever plan to sign Rodrigo in the summer transfer window. The report has noted in the headline that Liverpool agree to a swap deal for Konate involving Rodrigo, who, according to Luka Modric in Get Spanish Football News in September 2024, is one of the world-class superstars at Madrid. The Reds are willing to offer Konate to Madrid in exchange for Rodrigo and are also ready to pay €35 million, £30.2 million, $41 million, in cash. For Madrid, this is a tempting offer, but Madrid would ask for more money if Liverpool do make a formal bid for Rodrigo, who is valued at €100 million, £86.5 million, $117 million, by Los Blancos. According to Defensa Central, Liverpool are aware of Madrid's desire to sign defender Konate. The France international central defender is out of contract at Liverpool in the summer of 2026 and has told the Premier League champions that he will not sign a new deal. While there is interest from clubs such as Paris Saint-Germain, Konate's preference is to move to Madrid. According to Marca, Konate has told Liverpool that he is ready to leave this summer as long as he gets the move to Madrid. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Liverpool will make a £40 million take it or leave it offer for PL star as they line up two alternatives. Liverpool are ready to make a £40 million offer for Marc Guéhi in a take it or leave it attempt to sign the Crystal Palace star this summer, according to reports. The Reds have made a great start to the summer transfer window with deals for Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, the most high-profile of the 5 transfers they've secured so far this summer. Liverpool have thrown their full weight behind Arne Slot after the Dutchman delivered the Premier League title in his first season at Anfield. But they aren't done there yet, with Crystal Palace defender Guéhi one of their targets as they look for a new centre-back to give Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, who has been linked with Real Madrid, some competition. When asked about Guéhi's future at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace boss Oliver Glasner said after the FA Cup final, "I don't want to comment on individual players. We could talk about Marc Guéhi, we could talk about Dean Henderson, we could talk about Adam Wharton, we could talk about Jean-Philippe Mateta, Daniel Munoz, Ismaila Sarr, who played an incredible, outstanding season for us. We won't sell all of them." And now the Sun has claimed that Liverpool will make Crystal Palace a take-it-or-leave-it offer for Guéhi worth £40 million in the coming weeks. The Reds know that Guéhi has entered the final year of his contract at Selhurst Park and that Palace now risk losing the England international for nothing next summer. It is claimed that Guéhi would take the move despite Arsenal, Chelsea and Newcastle all being keen and will allow the clubs to sort out the fee without agitating. Liverpool also have other alternatives to Guehi on their mind, with journalist David Lynch claiming that the Reds are looking to add a young centre-back with room to grow. Lynch outlines that Liverpool were interested in Lenny Yoro before Frenchman went to Manchester United, while he has also touched on their pursuit of Dean Huijsen as an example of their hunt for a new young centre-back. The journalist also revealed two other centre-backs Liverpool are now watching. Lynch said on his own website, Liverpool also, of course, held a strong interest in 20-year-old Dean Huijsen this summer, and were considered frontrunners for his signature until the late entry of his dream club Real Madrid into the race. Still, the desire to add a young centre-back with room to grow is obvious, and is why the likes of Parma's Giovanni Leone and Wolfsburg's Konstantinos Kouliarakis have been watched. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Liverpool transfer news. Reds get €100 million midfielder boost. Rival clubs are constantly sniffing around the squad for potential moves, and Liverpool are engaged in a similar plan for the squads at other clubs. Knowing where everyone is at can be difficult at times, but outside interest in a player is not always bad news. When clubs like Real Madrid are involved, there is obviously a bit of tension and anxiety as a result of previously dealings, but Liverpool are a big club and the current standing of the Reds is perhaps as high as it has ever been. So the opportunity is always there to say no, and Liverpool have the leverage to take that stance. This has been a saga for the last few months, although nothing has really come from it until now. Alexis Mac Allister was name dropped in a lot of Spanish reports about becoming their new Luka Madrid or Toni Kroos replacement, but that interest looked to be dropped when it appeared as though Angelo Stiller agreed terms to join Madrid back in May, but the German remains at Stuttgart. But then another boost came Liverpool's way in the form of Franco Mastantuono's move to the Spanish capital, which has gone through, although the teenager won't join until later this summer. Now we're faced with another threat from Madrid as Xabi Alonso has entered the fold. The latest from Fischages claims that the new Los Blancos head coach wants Mac Allister to join the midfield. Whether there ends up being any movement on this latest update, we are unsure, but the Argentine is considered to be a Euro 100M rated player, which will likely price out any suitors from a move. Liverpool only spent £35 million, €40 million, on him 3 years ago, so the prospect of doubling their money might be tempting, but at 26 years old, delivering incredibly impressive performances on a consistent basis, he won't be going anywhere when the project built around him is excelling so well. So you might see plenty of updates on social media to prolong this saga, but his price is going to be too high, and the Reds will be unwilling to even consider responding to any approaches made for him. However, if there are fringe players that Madrid would be willing to lose in order to facilitate a deal for a different target at a different club, then Liverpool might express their interest in a cut-price recruit. Liverpool are making major moves in the transfer market. Reports suggest the Reds have agreed a stunning swap deal involving Ibrahima Konate for Real Madrid's €100 million superstar. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano confirms that a top Wonderkid is set to join Liverpool soon. The club is also preparing a bold £40 million, take it or leave it, bid for a Premier League star, with two exciting alternatives in the mix. Plus, a midfield boost could transform Liverpool's engine room. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Fabrizio Romano confirms Wonderkid to agree Liverpool deal. Allowing the possibility that a rival club could swoop in and snatch them away is something the Reds have tried their hardest not to do. Everyone knows their situation at the club to avoid any confusion. Issues with Ibrahima Konate and Luis Diaz are being resolved behind the scenes right now, and this will either involve selling them or getting them to commit to new long-term contract terms. But even if they go, there are Wonderkids that are desperate for their chance to make a difference in the first-team setup, and their commitment to the club cannot be disregarded. Ngumaha will receive his first professional contract. It was earlier reported by David Lynch that his sources were alerting him to the likelihood that Rio Ngumaha will agree to a new deal, with talks being accelerated at the club to secure his future. However, we have now received further confirmation from Fabrizio Romano regarding the story. On his X page, he said, Liverpool are planning to advance talks with talented winger Rio Ngumaha. Discussions ongoing for 2008-born talent to sign new long-term contract. Still just 16 years old, the Englishman remains one of the standout up-and-coming talents in football. He plays predominantly on the left wing, and since joining from Chelsea last summer, he's made 3 goal contributions in the U21 team and alongside making his first team debut in the FA Cup. But what has been most impressive about him has been his fluent dribbling, making sure to keep rival fullbacks on their toes. Diaz was a similar character when he first moved to Merseyside. The pair have a freedom about them, a raw, untouched ability to make a difference on the pitch. Despite his age, it would not be surprising if Ngumaha's involvement in the team was to increase next season, although the upcoming pre-season games against Preston and in Japan will be crucial. We might see a potential loan move to give him the consistent minutes at a higher level that he needs to be able to fully challenge himself and develop, but that assessment will be made in due course. Nonetheless, he will make a difference at the club in the upcoming years, and making sure he is tied down for the foreseeable is a huge boost. Academy talents like him don't come regularly. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.